is Lisa Vela. I am the CEO of the San Joaquin County Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, and I welcome you to join us in our session of Welcome for Recovery Strategies for Small Business Success. This is presented by the California Hispanic Chambers of Commerce in collaboration with our San Joaquin County Hispanic Chamber of Commerce as an affiliate of the SBDC and our SBDC office. Thank you for attending. This presentation today is also part of our Northern California SBDC network. I wanted to make sure to also include that. Throughout the presentation and probably also in the chat, if you have any questions or need information and assistance, there will be a number listed there for you to be able to contact us directly. A couple of housekeeping rules. Your camera and your mic will be disabled. You may write your questions in the Q&A section of this presentation. And at the end of the presentation, your mics will be activated so that you can answer your questions directly of our today's presenter. And it is with great honor and I'm really excited to have Oscar Garcia, our presenter today. Oscar is the director of the California Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Oscar is widely recognized for his contributions to Northern California's Hispanic business community, which includes his passion and devotion towards supporting and empowering small businesses. Oscar shares his broad knowledge around business capital, operations, and finance through his service at the Northern California SBDC Finance Center, where he conducts business seminars and advises SBDC business clients through the affiliate partnership. Oscar has been recognized by the California State Assembly and House for his outstanding entrepreneurial spirit and contributions to the community. So we are honored to be able to have him do our presentation today. And it looks like we have a small group, so I'm sure this is going to give everyone an opportunity to ask questions about their individual businesses as well. With that, Oscar, thank you for joining us, and I will give you the floor.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Zenaida, Edith, for allowing me to come in and today and do this presentation regarding small business strategies for success. As we know, we are in the process of rebuilding our businesses. Thanks to the state of California, there are some grants that have been made available for you guys, and we are assisting with that as well. If you need to get in touch with any one of us, just go through the San Joaquin Hispanic Chamber of Commerce and they will go ahead and assist you. Let me remind you that as we start this small business recovery, just a real quick data fact right here. There's about 23 million businesses in the United States. Out of those 23 million, it is estimated that 20% of those businesses have already gone broke and closed their doors. So it's a sad thing that over 4 million businesses have closed their doors. But we're lucky enough to be here, and we have the resources and the technical assistance for your business. So remind you real quick that here at the California Hispanic Chamber of Commerce in collaboration with the San Joaquin Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, we are here to assist your business, to do business assessment, to help you with your business plan, planning ahead now that we are going to start again to open up. The market has changed. We can help you with the market analysis, financial projections as far as what is it going to take for you to rebuild, what is it that you can do to maximize your dollars, your grant, and also access to capital to start your business. There is an opportunity, believe it or not, where there's a crisis, there's an opportunity. So we can help you with startup capital, operating capital. Now that you're starting, you need money to revamp your business or to upgrade your business to meet the standards and the guidelines due to COVID-19, whether you need to purchase equipment, PPE, or even if you have the opportunity to purchase your building. So all this information, all this assistance, it's available to you at no cost. All you have to do is make a phone call at 209-943-6117, which is the number of the San Joaquin Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. So without further ado, I'd like to start by talking about the recovery strategies. As you know, right now, the state of California has committed $500 million, 475 to be exact, for small businesses. And these are coming in forms of grants. Okay, but we have to show that our business have suffered an economic impact And that's what it's all about. Those grants can come in whether you qualify for 5,000, 15,000, or $25,000. The first round just closed, just so you know. And but if you had an opportunity to apply for those grants, you don't have to make another application. That same application, if for whatever reason you put on the waiting list or you put in on the second round, that same application is going to follow to the second round. So you don't have to worry about that. However, but if you didn't apply or you're not sure whether you did it right, contact the Chamber of Commerce and Stockton there with Lisa and Zenaida, and they will connect you with us, and they will they will assess you and help you to get through us, so we can assign a consultant, no cost to you, to make sure that you do everything right, and we walk you through the whole process. So with that said, the recovery strategies is an opportunity for us not just to suffer or to feel how bad impacted we were and so forth. We definitely know that we got impacted, the economy got impacted, the industry, your clients, and but what is the future impact on your business? That is something that we really need to make that assessment, which means that once we start looking at the economic impact of your business, we know you lost money, we know that you suffered. And if you're going to apply for the PPP, now we have to show that you had at least 25% economic impact, which is the measurement of the economic damage, to find out exactly how much money you actually lost in a given quarter versus, let's say, for example, 2019 to 2020. We have to compare. So you have to have the financials, your P&Ls, you have to have the bank deposits, and so forth. So we have to get you ready in order for you to be successful in applying for these loans and for these grants that are coming up. Okay, so with that said, we need to identify your immediate assets. What is it that you have in your business? Because believe it or not, when we do the economic impact and we measure the damage, we gonna have to make a decision whether we're gonna continue our business, or we're gonna sell, or we're gonna close it. And whatever reason, but we have whatever reason that you might have, or the whatever outcome you might get, we really need to make sure that we do diligence. We help you throughout the process. Okay, we don't want you to close your business, we want you to continue your business, we want you to help, we want to help you operate your business, have access to capital, and grow your business. But on your part, we need to make sure that you know what inventory you have. If you have a storefront, we need to understand how much inventory you have, because that inventory is cash. Okay, and as you're moving forward and the economy and the industry opens up, then you're going to need capital, and that capital is going to need some collateral, and that collateral could be your equipment, could be your trucks, could be your something. So we need to understand what are your assets, and that's what I'm talking about as having a total business assessment. If you are a provider, we need to understand, and we need to find out how many people owe you money. How can we What can we do to get the money back into your books? Those IOUs, those POs, and stuff like that, those are the ones that inventory and IOUs or POs that is owned to you, that is cash, that is actual part of your assets. Okay, so we need to understand that, and we help you identify all those that capital. Also, access to capital. We talk about right now. We talk about the grants, the California State Recovery Grant. The second round is going to start on February the 2nd, and it's going to go all the way up to the 8th. So again, if you apply before for this grant, you don't have to apply it again. It's going to roll over. But if you haven't applied, you never heard of it, contact the San Joaquin Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, and they will give you the information, and they will connect you with us, and we can help you. Okay. So, but there's also some loans. I know we don't want loans, but the PPP is coming up again. If you didn't apply for the first round of PPP, there is going to be available. This is a 1% loan. Okay, the 3 to 5 years, no penalty to repay. You can use it for payroll. Now you can use it for other overhead costs, operating costs, and the idle still for the SBA. That loan still exists. If you never applied for it, or you didn't know whether you qualify or not, let's talk about it. Let's see if you can qualify, because that is a 3.25% loan that it goes up to 30 years. So you can't ask for anything better than that. There's also other loans with the state of California, with the iBank, with economic development. They range from 4.5% all the way to 7%. You can ask for $500 to $25,000. All depends. So that's what we need, a total business assessment to find out exactly where you are as of today, because as we move forward, it's going to be very important for you to understand where you are, what your capabilities are, and how we can move forward in a more positive way. So we don't have to be cut off guard again should there be another shutdown or so forth. So when do this as the strategies to recovery, part of the assessment is to create new and valuable strategies. Okay. Even though you might say, but I'm a small business, I don't need to have that. The only big business have that. No, you are a business. You are a adventure, and your objective is to make money. That's what you got into business, because you want to be profitable. Okay. And not only be profitable, you want to be sustainable, because sustainability is everything. We can start a business today. I can tell you how to start a business, go to downtown, pay your license, and you can in business within a week. But we need to be profitable and sustainable and have longevity. And that's the reason why we do these business assessments, to create new strategies, new processes, new operating activities. As a business owner, sometimes we don't think about these things because nobody tells us. We know how to make the money, we know how to work, we know how to, sometimes we don't even know how to charge. Okay, sometimes we don't even know that we're doing it right or we're doing it wrong until somebody tells us, hey, you're doing it wrong, or there's a penalty, or there's a fine, or what have you. There is a discrepancy that allowed that kind of hit us and says, oops, what I've been doing all this time. So we are here to help you to create that contingency plan. Right now, what is your plan today? If the economy opens today and they said, okay, everybody opens their business with this social distancing and so forth, are you ready to open your business and start making money? What is your plan? Are you already ready? Can you actually open your doors and serve your clients? Most likely it's like, no, I need a little bit of adjustment because I need to get personnel, I need to get my things straight, and there's a lot of things that need that they're in the process of creating new activities and operating activities. Build your economic reserve. From now on, people self-employed say, I don't pay myself. Well, that has been a big problem with the loans and the grants. The people are not paying themselves, so they have nothing to show for as payroll. So remember, these loans are based on payroll. So you have to pay yourself. And people say, no, it's my business. How can I pay myself? And now it's time to show that you have been paying yourself, but you have nothing to prove. Nothing to say, you know what, I pay myself $50,000 as a self-employed, because there is no draw, there's no checks, there's nothing. We just take the money. Well, all that stuff, it's very important when we created new processes and new strategies. What we're finding out that a lot of the small businesses, they really were functioning or operating, under management. The cash flow management, that's another part of it as well. All right. So administrative employee manual. Have you hired your first employee? And if so, do they know what they're expected? Do you have an employee manual? Do you have a guidelines for you to, as an owner, as the president of your company, as an officer of the company? What are your responsibilities? What are your boundaries? What are your the the liberties to do your business, especially if you have a partnership? Okay, so that's one. Another one, the cost of doing business. That's a cost analysis. The cost of doing business is very important right now because everything has changed. Materials, the raw materials have already increased in price because of the transportation, the vendors, lack of the ability to create you or manufacture your product is very important, because the materials are more expensive. So now you have to modify your prices. But when you modify your prices, you still want to be reasonable. But then again, remember, you have to be profitable. Otherwise, you don't make any money. A lot of the businesses, well, I don't really make a lot of money by selling it at this price, but I'm selling it because I want to be competitive. Well, when you want to be competitive, there's other ways to to take that competitive advantage that we can show you how to do that. On the other part is minimize, increase, decrease, and modify. Meaning this, if you when you do your business needs analysis and you look at your business, you're going to find out whether you want to increase personnel or decrease personnel. Can you function with the same personnel, or can you do the same with less people? Okay. Your products, if you're a restaurant, maybe you need to modify your menu. You maybe had different items. Now you have to modify to the most popular items. Maybe you want to introduce another service. Maybe you want to introduce another product. You want to modify the way you do business. Why? Because the way we do business has changed already. Okay. Right now I'm coming to you via Zoom, via meeting, virtual. Well, guess what? People already used to having meetings virtually, because now we know that they're effective. Okay. Um, Less cost, less travel, and now we can get things done, and we can share the information right on the spot. We don't have to wait or take a half an hour to travel to our destination and wait for the person to have a meeting and so forth. So we're maximizing everything. We're maximizing the time, and we're being more productive. The idea for the business recovery strategy is to accomplish all that for your business, which is very important. So when we look at that, the processes, you might say, well, how do I do this? What do I need to do? I don't know. It all sounds so good, but I don't know how to do it. Nobody taught me how to do this. I didn't know. That's okay. We're here to help you, and that's the reason why we're having this webinar. The process is this: we have to have immediate and short-term action right now. What is it that you need the most? What is your most need right now? What is pressing for you? Again, the question lies, if you were to open up today, would you be ready? By reaction says, yeah, I'm ready. We'll do it. But are we have updated materials? Do we have everything that we need to fulfill the need of a person? Because the client's needs have changed already. The money, the spending money, it's less maybe, okay, less frequent. We cannot pay for full price anymore, full service. So what do we need to do? So based on that, we need to do a study of the market, a market analysis, to find out exactly, not only we know how the business impacted us as a business owner, but we also know that we have employees, and those employees are clients also. They're customers somewhere. We are customers somewhere. So our money, spending money has lessened. Number one. Number two, products, services are not the same anymore. Some have increased, some have decreased. Again, in your business, what are the new opportunities? Do you know what the new opportunities are? Do you know that you have an opportunity to either introduce a new product, or to gain more position in the and the market, or to take the lead on the industry, or to really grow, and we don't even know that we have an opportunity to grow? Maybe you have been having a thought of, how can restructure my business? How can I sell more? Who do I sell more? Who is my client? Because remember, you choose your client based on demographics and segmentation. That is the reason why we do the study of this market, because you have to define who do you want to serve, or who do you want to sell to. And that's based on demographics, based on income and disposable income, meaning spending money. So all those things, and you will have to have two things in your business, which is part of the immediate action plan. Do you have a solution to the problems? Or can you fulfill their needs? That is the only way we have clients. That is the only way we're going to be profitable and we're going to be sustainable if we're able to solve people's problems by service or providing a tool or an item that has created a problem, or can we fulfill their needs? That is the only way. So with that comes a strategy, a market strategy and implementation. This also allows you to reconnect with your clients. A lot of your clients, they probably moved out of the area. A lot of the clients are not coming back. You already lost it. But there is also some clients that are still loyal to you. There's some clients that are still coming to you. They're still using your service. They're still buying your products and so forth. And then some new clients that are looking for a new spot, a new vendor, a new provider, and so forth. So this is an opportunity for us to really start working on the future. That's what we say. Create and implement a well-defined strategy. We can just start our business. We can continue a status quo. We can reopen and pick up where we left off. And guess what? That's not the safest way to go, because everything has changed. You have to rebuild your business. You have to recreate your business. You have to build a new business model. Okay, you have to understand exactly how the new behavior of your clients. For example, if you don't have social media, if you don't have a website, you're basically falling behind. Because right now, for example, the restaurant industry, now we have platforms where we can order the food online and it comes to us for free. For free, I can go in and just go to the Uber Eats or whatever, DoorDash, and it has the menu of all these restaurants available. What do I feel like eating? Right here. And then if I don't have a website or I'm not present, I don't have presence in social media, guess what? I don't exist. I don't exist. So for a lot of people, understand this, that of all the businesses in the United States, only 60% of those businesses have or had a website. Only 60% had a website. And not only that, only 40% of those businesses that were responsive, meaning this, that when you circle and hover around your the website, there is something. If you have a link or you have a picture, you want to click on the picture to get further information, it just doesn't go anywhere. That's not being responsive. You have to have a description. You have to be, you have to be able to sell your products based on your business model. Remember, the main objective is to relaunch your business, to make sure that everything that you do right now from on, it has to be strategic. Well, guess what? The SBDC, our affiliate center, and the Chamber of Commerce, the San Joaquin Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, those are your strategic partners. Don't forget to call them, because we have experts. We have consultants that can help you understand this whole thing. You don't have to do it alone, and it doesn't cost you anything. All the services are for free. This information, these processes, we can work with you at your pace. However you want. We can do Zoom meetings and just like that. We share the information, we show you, you're looking at it, we can go over it together. You can do telephone calls, you can do emails, and until further notice, someday when we'll probably are able to meet face to face. But for now on, we need to start acting up. We need to start acting promptly to really, really determine how we're going to open our business. Okay, don't be left out. Don't think that it's okay to say I can't do it alone. It's okay to say I don't know how to do it. We know it's a lot of information. We know there are so many things that need to take place. We have financial situations at home. We have maybe illnesses. We have situations where we can move forward. At this point, we don't know. We need to make an assessment. That's what we're here for, to find out, can you move forward with what you have? Can you rebuild your business with what's available? Are there any resources? Is there any grants? Well, of course, we know that have some grants right now. Are there any low interest loans that can help you? We need to understand that the recovery strategies, they're very significant and very important. Now, when we do this, we have to take direct action for the business recovery right here, right now. One of the first steps is to create a budget and understand, remember what I said at the beginning, we need to understand where we're standing financially. It doesn't matter whether you say, well, you know what, I don't have any money. I don't have any, zero. I have zero, nothing. That's okay. At least we know that we have zero. You might have an inventory. People might owe you some money, some businesses. We need to find out exactly, okay? Create a budget. We have to stick to it, whether it's a budget of $100 to $100,000. It doesn't matter, but we need to understand where we are financially so we can move forward. At that point, when we do the business needs assessment, we start eliminating unnecessary expenses and unnecessary things that we do, activities that we do. Okay. For example, you have a cable subscription for your clients to watch cable TV and the news or a program and something like that, what they eat. Well, maybe they don't need that anymore right now. Maybe we have a subscription to some magazine or some other collateral or ads or something like that. Maybe we don't need that because now we have social media. Now we have another platform where we can actually showcase. Maybe we need to create a webpage different to the one you have, or maybe you never had one and we need to create one. Maybe on Facebook, maybe you need to create a profile of your business. We need to start showcasing things. So in other words, we need to start eliminating unnecessary expenses, unnecessary activities, and control your cash flow. Control your cash flow. We need to fully understand that we either buy what we need, exactly what we need, okay, utilize everything wisely, and not have more waste. Eliminate the waste, so minimize the waste. We need to focus on activities that generate sales and yield high profit margin. Okay, what is this? What does that mean? We need to focus on activities that generate sales and yield high profit. For example, I mentioned to you that we can eliminate in the restaurant business. We just helped this restaurant restart their business and add value to the business. And what we did an analysis, and this restaurant had 50 items, about 50 items or so many. And I said, do you really sell all 50 items every day? Well, not really, but I have to be ready just in case a customer wants it. Okay, but in the meantime, you have to have the item, the ingredients to do this. So to make it sure, what we did, we said, okay, what are the plates or the food that you can cook or you can offer to your clients with most of the ingredients? What food or what dishes they have the common ingredients for you? What are the most popular? What are the ones that cost you less but have high profit? So based on that, we went into recipes, went to the cost analysis, we went to do a lot of stuff, came out with 15 items. 15 items for the fact that is the pandemic, coronavirus. And those 15 items are the ones that they were selling the most. They have the ingredients, mutual ingredients, meaning that we can create different dishes with the same ingredients, and the variation probably was the meat, probably was the way it was cooked or something like that. It was minimal. And these dishes, we had to reprice those dishes. Why? Because now we needed to find out the cost of doing business. Yeah, somebody calls you from DoorDash and they want you to deliver, you have to pay somebody to deliver your food to your client. How are you going to do that? You can't do it, so you have to pay somebody. That's extra cost. How are you going to cover that cost? So all those things are into place. So just to give you an idea how we help you. In other words, based on this, we allow this business to position the business and the industry. Why? Couple of things. If it's a restaurant, you have to be visible. You have to be in social media. You have to be able to provide, to fulfill your orders, okay? To be prompt and quick, okay? Fast dishes, tasty, everything. The price was good. So this business is starting to be to gain traction now. It's starting to be visible. Okay, so we need to be identified, and then we need to identify a new market. As you open your business, as you start working on your business, how am I going to open? I'm going to create a new business model. What does that mean? How am I going to do that? Well, we identified the market, we identified the position in your position in the market, we identified what is it that you want to happen with your business. That's number one. Number two, how do you want your customers to see your business, and what is it that you're going to have so your clients come to you and new clients come and find you? Well, this is a thing. As we move forward with this opening strategies, we have to create best value. What is the best value right now that you can offer to your clients? You know, cheaper is not necessarily the best value. But what's going to make you difference with the new business model? You have to differentiate yourself from the competition. You will always have competition, but you have to differentiate yourself. What makes you different? And most importantly, what is the uniqueness of your business, your product, or your service? And only you can answer that, but you have to create that. What is the best value? And ask yourself this question: what is the best value that I offer to my clients? Whether it's a service, whether it's a product, okay, whether it's I don't know, you have a storefront, whatever. What is the best value that you offer to your clients? And why, or what makes you different than the competition? Why should they come to you? Why should they come to you? Okay. And why is it that my business, my product, or my service is so unique? Once you have the answer to those three things, you have created value proposition. The value proposition equals money, equals cash flow. And that's how you control your cash flow, because the things, the activities that you're doing to benefit your business and your client. It's a relationship that you're going to have with your clients. That's why you build a new model. New business models are circle around business relationships. So we have to understand that, and there's a process for that. And if you don't have idea what I'm talking about, that's okay. More reason for you to call the chamber and say, you know what, I was at the seminar, at the webinar, and Oscar talked about these things that I don't understand, but I want to find out more about it. That's all you need to do. You'll set you up an appointment, find out what your business, what kind of business you have, what do you know, how long you've been in business, and so forth. Connect you with us. We'll call you, we'll meet, and we talk about your project, because all this is very important and it's essential. So with that said, I know I have an hour and I could go on and on and on, but I want to give an opportunity for all of you to ask questions, to find out. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm here for you today, either to talk about your business, to talk about how your business has had an impact. That's one. And even other questions regarding the upcoming PPP, whether you had because we talk about money, we talk about grants, we talk about loans, anything you want to talk about. I want to spend the next uh, 20 minutes or so that we have, and I condense this, and I try to make it as short as possible and clear as possible, so I can entice you to call the chamber and actually meet with the consultant. You can meet with me personally if you want. We can talk about your product. We have consultants in Stockton, around the San Joaquin area, so there's no reason why I should not get together and talk about your business. You're here today, and I thank you for being here today. Obviously, there's something for you. There's something that interests you regarding this webinar, and I want to follow up. I want to continue on the conversation. So at this point, if you can open your microphone, Zenaida, are they able to open their microphone? or raise their hand, or how do we do this? So if anybody have any questions, or if there's any questions in the Q&A, please, let's talk about this. Let's open the conversation. Anybody? Don't be shy, even in Spanish, that's fine. I mean, we can talk in Spanish and English. I speak both. All right, anybody that is brave enough to ask a question? Okay, does anybody need assistance with business development? Does anybody need assistance with the loan, with the grant? Does anybody need any assistance whatsoever? Wow, nobody? This is the first. But anyways, so let me tell you about our program anyways. And maybe you can warm up and start asking questions, because you know what? If you don't ask questions, this is your opportunity to really get assistance. Trust me, we know how businesses are hurting. We know how difficult it has been. It has impacted all of us. There's no one in this country or in the world that hasn't been impacted one way or another by this coronavirus. What if, and I'm going to pose this question to you, what if we continue to be shut down for the next 6 months? What's going to happen to your business? How are you going to be sustainable? Do you have enough reserves? Are you going to be part of those 4.5 million businesses that have already closed for good? There is an opportunity for you to really, really get help. We can talk about it. This is very important to you guys. If you're banking on the fact that the economy is going to open, that's great. But how are we going to be sustainable? How are we going to deliver those services to these individuals, to your customers? How are you going to bring the best value? How are you going to rebuild your business under different model? Because clients' habits change. Disposable income has changed. Now you have to adapt to the guidelines of PPP. Are you ready? Do you have enough money to adapt your business to meet the guidelines? Where are you going to get that money? Assistance. Where are you going to go for assistance? We're offering you free, no cost business assistance through the analysis, through the resources, through the knowledge, someone that can actually sit down with you. I realize that a lot of people, we don't like to disclose our information in public and so forth. I'm not asking you to do that here today. I'm asking you to open up the conversation so I know who are we serving. So I know what kind of business you have. If you have Jonathan, Leticia, Michael, Phil, Steven, Ariana, I mean, you guys, what kind of business assistant do you need? How can we help you? We're bringing all the information to you so we can actually, service the small businesses. That's what we're here for. And as we start the new strategy for recovery, right now the restaurant or the industries have already relaxed a little bit, okay? But we need to continue. We need to build our business. We need to provide for ourselves first. What can I do to prepare my business, to relaunch my business, to restart my business, to do it successfully? We know that we open up, we close, we open, we close, we open, we close. But you know what? That kind of takes a toll on people's finances, because if you're going to open up, you have to buy the products, you have to buy the supplies and so forth, and all of a sudden, boom, they close you down again, like the restaurants. beauty salons, barbers, massage parlors. I mean, all those businesses that require one-on-one close encounters, they were affected big time. Are you a minority? You know that there's money, there is grants for minority. Actually, the grant that is happening right now with the state of California to rebuild grant, it's for minorities and heavily impacted economic areas, at risk areas, rural areas. Money for minorities, money for women-owned business, disabled people. Those are the priorities of the state of California to assist these individuals. All we need to know is, how can we help you? How can we apply these principles? How can we assist you? Because the money is not going to come just like that. There's always something for something. Remember, if you want the grant, you have to show that you've been open. You have to show that you have profits. You have to show that you have an economic impact. For PPP, at least 25%. You have to show that if you're self-employed, that you pay yourself. You have to gather your taxes. You have to do your profit and loss statements. You have to bring your balance sheet. All those things we can help you, but we need to make sure that you want it. So again, I'm going to open it up. We have a few minutes left. I know I gave you a lot of information. This information normally it's 2 or 3 hours, because we go step by step. We have 1 hour, and I wanted to make sure that we condense it enough to create conversation and to talk about, your situation. If you're in a unique situation, that's fine. I get that. I understand that. But how can I help you? What can we do for you? The services are free. It doesn't cost you anything. And you can have a consultant. So if anybody, once again, have any questions or any comments about this, you have your microphone, you can enable it, and you can talk.
So Oscar, I have one in the chat. It says, yes, please tell us more about your programs. Are there any fees associated with your services?
Yeah, well, our program is, like I said, this is these are your dollars. This is your tax dollars. We're funded by the SBA, the Small Business Administration. The Small Business Administration funds the SBDC, Small Business Development Center. We're an affiliate with the California Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, and we collaborate with all the 96 chambers throughout the state. San Joaquin County Hispanic Chamber of Commerce is very proactive in the community to provide the services. So people will know that if you have any issues regarding licenses, regarding permits, regarding any operation needs of your business, how to restart your business, how to start a business, all you got to do is call or go to the San Joaquin Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, and that's how you start connecting with us. Okay, so there are your door to free, no-cost services. The California Hispanic Chamber of Commerce has been around for 50 years. The SBDC has been around for the same amount of money years, and the SBA, it's the one that is providing the funding so we can help you, so we can serve you. That's the reason why it doesn't cost you a penny to get the services. No cost, because you already pay taxes, and these are your taxes. And it's the opportunity to utilize your taxes. If you come to us or to come to the chamber, you're going to get a consultant. You're not going to get read this paper or go to this website and do it yourself. Yeah, you're going to do it yourself, but you're going to be guided by a consultant, whether it's cash flow management. You're going to have somebody in accounting. You want personnel management. You're going to have somebody with HR. Okay, you want you want to know how to market and how to understand the market and do the market analysis. You're going to have somebody with marketing strategies experience. Okay, you want somebody with loans, access to capital. You're going to get somebody that is versed and is knowledgeable in the world of finance. So where can you go? Where can you go to get all the services just like that? There's no way you can go wrong. That's the pitch. It's not a pitch for me because I don't make money based on you personally. No, we get funded. We get funded. We get the money so we can spend it on helping you, hiring consultants that can help you, the experts that can help you. So you don't have to go anywhere. So maximize your dollars, maximize your tax dollars, and take advantage of these services. So there's another question, Zenaida?
Yes. So do you know what paperwork verification is being asked for the 25% decrease on PPP?
Definitely, you're gonna be asked. You're gonna be asked on 2019. If you were open at 2019, you're gonna choose a quarter. You're gonna choose a quarter, the one that you had the most profits, most cash flow on the quarters of 2019, and you're gonna compare it with the quarter of 2020. Okay, so that's how you're gonna find out. So if you can, that's one way to find out and to show. So if you choose the first quarter or the third quarter, let's say from last quarter, October, November, December of 2019, and you said this was the most profitable, I was thriving and everything, and then 2020, you know, it came down. So you want to take that quarter and then compare it with 2020, the quarter of October, November, December, and obviously it's going to be a big drop. However, you can do that. But if you were not in business the whole year of 2019, you were only two months, well, guess what? You can compare your income taxes, your gross profits from 2019 to the gross profits of 2020. So you can do it by quarters or you can do it by year. Either or. So I would choose the highest quarter where I was. That's the reason why, if you don't know how to get this and how to get this explanation, we can help you. So you choose the highest quarter and then you choose the lowest quarter in 2020. Okay, you can do that, or you can do by year, 2019 over 2020. There are some businesses that thrive. There are some businesses that grew. There are some businesses that they, instead of having losses, they were more profitable than before. So that's how you do it. You will need that information eventually. And if you have the PPP loan before, be ready if they ask you for the verification. It is said that it might only take one page self-certification saying that you utilize the funds for payroll and operating costs. And that will be it. And your loan will be forgiven. Talk to your bank. The banks are starting to accept those forgiveness applications. All right. And talk to your bank if you're going to request another PPP loan that can be forgiven as well. So any other question? We have no more questions, comments?
No, it doesn't look like it. Oscar, thank you so much for this important information. And I'm hoping people took notes, but we can also make sure to get a copy of the presentation sent to you. And also, if there's any other questions after this call, we'll make sure to get our contact information for you as well.
Yeah, so I just want to thank you for taking the time of your day to listen to this webinar, to attend this webinar. I hope the information that I shared with you, it resonates on how you're going to move forward. We want you to move forward in a more successful way, with the right foundation, with the right guidance. Trust me, we know what it's like. We see business after business after business after business hurting. And that's the reason why we're here. The San Joaquin Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, again, is very proactive in San Joaquin to make sure that the members, the business community have information, have resources available to you guys. And that's what we are. We are a resource for you. We are a resource for the chamber. We are the connecting, they are our connecting point between you and us that can help you create your business model, to relaunch your business, get access to capital, analyze your financials, analyze your business status right now, and try to move forward, because that's what we want. We want to be your partner. We want you to go to the California Spanish Chamber of Commerce and know that they are your strategic partners because we have the resources. You have questions in IRS, we have it. Franchise tax board, and this is how easy it is for you. If you were to call IRS right now, you're going to be on hold for about 3 hours, guarantee, minimum. Or they're going to say, leave your number and we'll call you back. And who knows when they're going to call you back. But with us, answers immediately. We have access to IRS. We have access to experts in the field. You don't have to pay an accountant. You don't have to pay anybody else. All you have to do is just come to the chamber. All right. So anybody else before we close? I mean, I want to thank you for being with us. It's extremely important for us to bring this information, make it available to you, so you can take advantage of our services. Visit the San Joaquin Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Visit their website. It's right there on the screen, and it's also I think the assistants. I don't have the number right there, but their assistance is right there, 209-943-6117. All right. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. And Lisa, thank you for having me participate in this webinar. And thank you, Zenaida, for setting it up. Edith, thank you as well. And all the participants, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.